What's going on, guys? I'm back again with my fantasy football series I have going on my channel where I show my fantasy team, my matchups, and how my team is doing. And I haven't made a video for this series in a couple of weeks, and the reason being is that I was supposed to, the way our schedule is set up, it's been so messed up this year. We have a 10-man league, and so one of my friends started the season off with like 2 bye weeks, and then I was supposed to have 2 bye weeks, and I don't understand why we're having bye weeks in fantasy football. But first off, here is my week 3 matchup, a matchup I kind of got a little bit cocky over, and I ended up not producing a very good week. I had Drew Brees do some good points for me, but then I had Roddy White, Doug Martin, and Victor Cruz, as well as the 49ers defense not really do a whole lot to help me out as far as fantasy goes, and so I ended up with 80 points, which is not a very good fantasy score. And you can see my opponent just did a little bit better than I did. He had 94.2, beat me by about 14 points, and he had all of his guys in double digits besides Marcus Colston, and he also had a pretty good bench on this day, so it could have been a lot worse for me. But then in week 4, I was supposed to have a bye week, and so I wasn't going to make a video. I didn't edit my lineup, and then our commissioner changed some settings after the games were already started on Sunday, and all of a sudden I was now in a matchup. You might be saying, wow, 129 points, that's a pretty good week, even though he had Antonio Brown on a bye week. Well, I had back-to-back matchups with the same person, and look at his team, 140.6. Michael Turner, Marcus Colston, his Bears defense, all with over 20 points, let alone his quarterback with 35, and so I lost this game. And I was unhappy about it because I didn't know I was going to be thrown into a matchup after the week had started. I didn't start my lineup, or I didn't set my lineup because it was a bye week. I didn't see the point in taking Antonio Brown off my starting roster if I was going to keep him in there for the next week anyway. And so I ended up losing because I got thrown into a matchup. And here is my bench. Now, I always pick up a couple players each week. I rotate my spots there in case some guys break out. And I picked up Mikel LaShore and Jerome Simpson to add to my bench. But I wouldn't have played one of those guys because they were kind of wait-and-see players. I wouldn't have started Jerome Simpson. It was his first game back. And I wouldn't have started Mikel LaShore. I'm a Vikings fan. I'm not starting an opposing running back against my team's defense unless they're an elite running back, probably. And so I would have started either Brandon Lloyd, Torrey Smith, or Willis McGahee. And all 3 of those players would have gotten me the victory. And oh yeah, I got Willis McGahee. Get this. This is the only good part of week 4 for me because, of course, I lost that game after not setting my lineup. And I guess it's my fault in a way. But one of the guys in my league has a good team. And he had to drop somebody to pick up a defense because his was on a bye. And McGahee was also hurt last week, so I'm not sure if that had anything to do with it. He was questionable to start, I believe. And so he dropped McGahee, and now he's on my team. And so my team just got even better. But now I'm sitting at 2-2. After starting off pretty good, I was 2-1. But now I am 2-2 after not putting a player in for Antonio Brown on my bye week, getting thrown into a matchup. It's an entire mess, but I didn't go and complain to my commissioner. I could have edited my lineup, I guess. It just didn't seem like there was a reason to on my bye week to edit my lineup. But now I'm 2-2, and I'm looking for some vengeance. I'm coming out this week, and here is my starting lineup. Now, this is the first time all season, it took 5 weeks to do this, where I'm starting somebody that I did not originally draft myself. So I think I did a pretty good job drafting my team. But now I throw Willis McGahee into the starting lineup because I have Doug Martin on a bye. And I haven't had very many good running backs this year. Now I have Mikel LaShore on my bench as well, but I'm starting Drew Brees, McGahee, Roddy White, Torrey Smith, Victor Cruz, Vernon Davis, 49ers defense, and Blair Walsh. And so I'm really happy with my lineup now, and I'm going to make sure if I have any more bye weeks ever in the future that I have my team set in case something like this happens again. And here you can see my opponent's roster this week. He's had the Cardinals defense already play and get 6 points, and so I'm pretty happy he didn't get much there. But this video is probably going to go up during the Sunday games sometime, so I'm not sure how late it's going to be, but I still want to get this video up there before the games are at least done. He's got Andy Dalton, Ray Rice, Marshawn Lynch, Reggie Bush, Brandon Marshall, Tony Gonzalez, and Matt Bryant still to go, but I like my roster a lot more, and so you can see my position ranks right here. My starting lineup is entirely comprised of top 10 players at their position. My lowest ranked player is Willis McGahee at position rank 9, and so I have the best quarterback, the second best tight end, the second best receiver, the third best receiver, and you can see the rest of the ranks yourself there. But I'm confident my team is going to be one of the top teams come end of the season. And I'm not too worried about that loss last week because I have a very good team, and I wasn't going to make a big deal about it. I just want to go ahead, play the rest of the games, make sure it doesn't happen again, and just dominate the best that I can with my lineup. So hopefully I have a win this week and go to 3-2 on the season. Don't want to drop to below 500. But anyways, guys, this is just a quick little fantasy football update for you guys on my team and my league. I'm 2-2, although I am the highest scoring player in the league. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next week, and hopefully I'll be 3-2.